The thing that I like the most when a company utilizes the Energized Approach is that the energy improves not because one single thing was changed or one thing was done differently. It's because numerous small things changed, and as a result, the workplace feels different. If you want people to be accountable in a program, they need to be vested in its success. In more than one instance, I've seen safety programs where the company takes groups of employees on a chartered bus to visit other companies to see how they run their safety process. These employees are then given the responsibility for sharing the information they gathered with their safety committee and finding ways to incorporate the things they learned into their own company's programs. Some companies have created a process where each week a different employee in a department is responsible for doing a 5-minute presentation on something related to safety in that department. Some go all out and do research on the internet, make handouts, and come up with interactive activities for their group. As a result, each week they work harder and harder to outshine the last employee's presentation. What is the result of this? The second principle is build a bridge. If you were driving down a road and you saw a drawbridge coming down and there was no earth on the other side for it to connect to, I think you'd stop and watch what happens. You know that without a place to connect that bridge, it's going to collapse. Well, watch how the average person lifts. It's like a drawbridge with nothing to connect to on the far end. Well, just like the drawbridge, at some point, something's going to happen to this end of the bridge, the low back. To minimize the risk, I just ask people to build a bridge. Simply find a way to connect the other side of the bridge. You can do it a couple of ways. If you can lift the object with one hand, simply brace your upper body with the other. This takes the weight off the back and puts it on the arm. If you have to lift something with two hands, simply get 1 foot forward and you have basically built a bridge of support underneath this to stand with a slight bend in the knees. When people's legs get tired, they will lock their legs out and straighten out their knees. In this position, the muscles are literally shut off. The brain likes this because now the bones are doing most of the work and the muscles can relax. The problem is that now all the shock absorption is gone. If I asked you to stand up on a chair and jump off with your legs completely straight, your teeth would shatter because there's no shock absorption. Just before you hit the ground, you'd put a slight bend in your knees and it would turn on the shock absorbers in your legs.